Thank you so much. All right, testing, testing. Is that all right? All right, very good. I'd like to invite everybody to come up. I know our tummies might be a little full from scarfing down that bit of food, but if you'd like to participate, if you don't want to, it's okay, stay in there, but a few people would be really good. Otherwise, it's hard to have an experiential without bodies. So invite everybody to form a circle here, please. We have a little space as well, and the folks at home, you're invited to participate as well. You might have something to write with here and there. And you're invited to move around as well, to speak out loud to your computer screen, that sort of thing. So first of all, let me just say thank you so much for the invitation to be here. It's just been such a pleasure and a delight, and I feel so inspired and moved by what I've heard today. And I just, really, this experiential, which I had not talked to any of the other presenters, it's so amazing how much this is just a continuation of what we've been hearing today already. So thank you to Adrienne. And who here has done or knows about the Work That Reconnects? Is that familiar, a few people? Okay, great. So this is the work of Joanna Macy, and especially in her book, Coming Back to Life with Molly Brown. And Adrienne has translated her work into Spanish. And so Joanna has a four-step, four-phase process, or she calls it a spiral, that we can step through today. And this takes sometimes an hour, sometimes it takes a day, sometimes a week. We're gonna do it in about 30 minutes, okay? So, so please do what you can, what you're able to. Watch out for your own safety, of course, and take care of yourself as you need to. So we're gonna start, the first phase is starting with gratitude, always starting with gratitude. And so let's see how many people we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Great. So I'm going to stay out. That's 10. That's 2. Can you partner up like that? So just quickly, just move around, find another partner, find a partner. So any partner will do, wherever you are. There you go. Great. And now we're going to practice, and then we're going to do the thing. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is, coming from gratitude, we're going to use a sentence stem. The sentence stem is, one thing I love about being alive in Earth is. Okay, let's practice it. One thing I love about being alive in Earth is, okay? And so folks at home, you do yours. Here, it's just gonna be partner, real quick, back and forth. One thing I love about being alive in Earth is, go. Let's just do one. We would normally want to deepen this. It would be so great to take an hour, but yeah, we're running a little late on time. Okay, back into our circle, please. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, I'm going to call on a couple of people. You can always pass, but hopefully you'll want to participate. And so you'll say, one thing I love about being alive in Earth is, and you'll tell us what that is. Now, here's the thing. The task at hand is see if we can actually feel that love. So it's not just in our heads, right? It's in our bodies, it's in our hearts. Let's see if we can feel it. So see if you can feel the feeling, say the thing, and then everybody else who's witnessing, see if you can actually feel that as well. And have this, if it's possible, have this sort of reciprocal experience with that person, that you feel the love that they're feeling and you're sending it back to them, okay? I'll take volunteers if anybody wants to go. All right, then I'm just gonna pick. One thing I love about being alive in Earth is.
One thing I love about being alive in Earth is aliveness.
Aliveness. Okay, very good, great. One thing I love about being alive in Earth is.
One thing I love about being alive in Earth is blooming spring flowers.
Blooming spring flowers. You can almost smell them, right? One thing I love.
One thing I love about being alive on Earth is passage of time.
The passage of time. Yes, very good. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, now moving into phase 2. See, that's all the time we have for phase 1. Moving into phase 2, we're going to take another sort of a detour here, which is, we're in our circles, folks at home, Everyone, if you can stand at home, it's great to do that. If not, seated is fine. Here we're standing in our circle. Start to bring your focus. You can listen to me, be tethered to my voice, but start to bring your focus more internally, more into your own body, your own experience here. And see first just what's happening in your body. My tummy's a little full. And what's going on with you? Take your focus down further. You can close your eyes if you want, or lower your gaze, or keep them fully open, whatever works for you. See if you can drop your focus down into your feet, firmly planted on the floor. Underneath that, way down deep, is the earth sustaining us all. And now see if you can call to mind something that is disturbing to you about the world today. Something in the world that is disturbing, that's worrying, that's painful. It might have to do with your own being. It might have to do with your social circles, something societal, something related to the natural world. And see, without trying to manufacture pushing anything, but see if you can actually drop into your feeling about the situation, or the worry, or the concern, or the fear. Might be fear, but something that's painful about the world. Take a breath, let it out. Relax your knees. Allow your feet to sink, as it were, into the floor. Another breath, let it fall out. And now imagine this concern that you have, this thing that feels so painful to you. There's so many crises going on in our world today. See if you can start to let that drop into your body. See where you feel it in your body. And then see if you can let it drop further down into your legs, into your knees, into your feet. And imagine from your feet roots that are penetrating down into the floor, down below to the floor that's below us, and the floor that's below that, down through the basement of this building, or at home into your own room, living room, office, wherever you are, and then down further into the living earth, the numinous earth, the alive, breathing earth. And take that pain that you have, that worry, that fear, whatever it is, see if you can send it down into the earth, the welcoming, containing earth, the earth that holds us all, without whom none of us would be here. And imagine the earth taking that pain, holding it, understanding it, knowing it, caring about it. And as well, see if you can care about it. See if you can validate it. See if you can honor it. See if you can understand that it is right that you feel this pain for the world. It is valid. And imagine, if you will, that the earth is sending up a response up through those roots, is sending up a response to that pain, to you, cares about you, cares about your pain, is sending up an answer to that pain, to you. And through this connection, see if you can feel, start to imagine and feel that you are connected to the earth in your pain, in your joy, in all seasons of life. and that the earth is actually holding and sustaining you through everything that you're going through everything that the world is going through right now. This earth being also wounded, chiefly by us, and that the earth cares and responds and answers and calls back from the deep. Feel that connection. Understand that you are connected and that you are in some ways an agent of the earth. You are literally an earthling. And if it feels acceptable to you, open up to that. Accept that calling, accept that connection. Taking in a good breath now and then letting that out. And with gratitude toward our earth, start to move our feet a little bit, start to wiggle our toes, start to bend our knees, start to get our bodies back in motion, stretching if we can, whatever you need to do at home, stretch a little bit. Finally opening our eyes to each other, realizing that we too are connected here as allies, as confederates with the earth. And now we're going to start taking a journey. We're going to go to the future, okay? And this time machine that we're in operates rather strangely. It operates by moving your feet. So get going, moving around, milling. Just milling, don't hit each other, keep your eyes open, go, go, go. We're picking up speed now, actually. We're going 200 years into the future. We're going, keep going. That's right, keep going. And now give yourself a little bit of space, spread out, start to slow down. We're arriving. We're here about 200 years into the future, and we're here. And now lower your eyes, please, again. You're back in your bodies, and it's about 200 years into the future. If you can't think about what 200 years into the future is, think back 200 years. That was 1825. That was before the Industrial Revolution in the United States. That was before the Russian Revolution. That was before Freud. That was before psychology, basically. And here we are now in 2025, but now we're going to project ourselves into the future 200 years, 2225. A lot can happen in 200 years. And here we are in our time machine. We're getting ready to step out. What's it going to be like? Is it a hellscape? Is it desolate? Is it a water world? What is this place like? And so as we approach the door, what are we feeling? What do you feel? Is it excitement? Is it nervousness? Is it fear? Is it dread? And as the door opens and you step out into this world, imagine that it's unbelievably beautiful. It's so much better than it was 200 years ago. And could we even say, it's unbelievably queer? What does that mean? What does it look like? What do you see? What's around you? Start taking it in. Breathe in that air. Is it fresh and clear? What does it mean to have a queer future? Does that mean queer people are the leaders? Does it mean that it's only queer people on the planet? Does it mean that queer people are welcomed and accepted? Or does it mean perhaps that the tables have been turned on unjust power? Everything's been flipped on its head. Does it mean also, could it mean that everyone is honored and accepted and that there's a place for everyone in their unique way, in their queer way, and that there's a place for all humanity and all of our animal kin and all of our plant kin, and everyone is cared about? What does that mean to you? Take just a second. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Breathe it in and breathe it out. And one more time, breathe it in and breathe it out. And now, with a gesture of gratitude for this unbelievably beautiful queer world, maybe that's a bow or a prayer, or We're slowly starting to come back. We're coming back this time. Strangely enough, we don't have to move to come back to 2025, except to maybe to move our feet, get our breath going, open our eyes, and we're back. Now this time, find another partner, a different partner than you had before. Please find another partner, pick a partner. Any partner will do. And we're just going to take, did we lose a partner? Oh, here. Well, okay, here we go. We are going to take just a minute for each partner to say what they saw, and then we're going to have a little discussion to debrief about that. Okay, go, 1 minute. And at home, maybe this is a chance to write things down, whatever you experienced. All right, very good. Thank you so much. Come back. And now just look around the room and understand that you're in a room full of people who can generate queer futures, and that you yourself are a generator of queer futures, and that generation of queer futures actually comes to us from the earth. There is no evolution without queerness. Queerness is the cutting edge of evolution, and that's how we're going, in my opinion, to find our way out of the various crises that we have right now. So thank you all so much. I appreciate it. We're going to have a discussion now, and probably maybe only take about 10 minutes or so, if that, because I know we need to move along. And so you're welcome to pull up a chair or take one of the beanbag things on the floor, and folks at home will be listening, and I'll pass around the mic. So I have a few questions for you. Let me get out my list here. All right, let's start with, what did you see? What was the future like? Can I just have one, maybe two people share?
I can go. Yeah. I think I stepped into like future New York City. And it was like all the skyscrapers and stuff were full of green, like trees and stuff were like all part of the architecture, and like lots of bright colors like what I'm wearing, and animals that were just queer animals just flying around, like I don't know. That was
Beautiful, thank you. I got excited because that's what I saw too, skyscrapers covered with green, thank you. Yes.
Interesting, like I almost had a skyscraper thing in front of me, but it was like a waterfall, and at the bottom there was a body of water, and just all these life forms drinking from the same body of water, being nourished by the same body of water. And there was almost like the phrase queer intelligence, which is popping up with them all being able to have all these sort of diverse forms of life, being able to coexist and being amongst each other and being nourished by the same body of water. Yeah, queer intelligence.
Oh, that's gonna stay with me. I like that, queer intelligence, thank you. Would anyone else like to go? Just one more, maybe? Yes, thank you.
I was just telling her that, look at the shirt, exactly that, and then you were saying, well, it's like this.
these were the colors I saw.
Yeah, I was telling her, the shirt is the color that I saw.
Thank you so much. Okay, now what emotions came up during this today? I know that we sort of sped through, but I'm just curious, especially around the pain, what might have come up or anything else? Anyone?
I was just taking a breath. Yeah, sure.
Better watch that breathing in here.
I was remembering, yeah, I felt doom. The word, I was like, what word is this? Oh, doom. So, yeah.
Makes a lot of sense, thank you. Anyone else?
Well, I felt kind of doomed when I was getting in touch with what was bothering me. But when you had us like think of it going down into the earth, then I felt like kind of like this peace, kind of like I was rising above it as if it was moving. All that negativity was moving.
Beautiful, thank you. Was there someone else? Yes.
I heard the word fluorescent. Am I pronouncing it right? Fluorescent. And also see that zooming in and out, that energy of that ever evolving, and it's like ever breathing, but it's here, is we can see that breath.
It's wonderful. That's quite a living image. Huh? So what does queering the future mean? What is a queer future? What does queering the future mean to you? To you. It doesn't have to be, and by the way, none of this is, textbook. It's what your impression is. And if there were something that was coming up from the earth, let's say, that answer doesn't necessarily have to be, here is the answer. It could be a feeling that you have, something, a supportive feeling, for instance, or peace. But what does queering the future mean? How do we start to understand that?
I think for me, it showed up as an experience of when you asked to feel and then send it down, it kept wanting to stick in me. And so there's a feeling of stuckness. And so, but being able to, so queer in the future to me means being able, okay, I can actually move this stuff around and allow Earth to take it, but also to share, to pass with me. So there's a sense of movement and flow instead of being like stuck in rigidity.
Beautiful, thank you. I'm amazed at the synchronicities. One of my questions today was that I skipped over because of time was, where did you feel resistance or flow? So thank you very much for answering that question as well. Anyone else want to comment on queer future? Yes. Here.
Yeah, I feel the sense of like taking off the layers and revealing our true authenticity and our true nature, and letting all of our colors shine, and sort of emergent revealing ourselves truly.
Yeah, for me, it showed up in kind of revolutionizing the dividing lines that we create in so many different ways. Like just even like what does a family look like, and how do humans and animals relate to each other? Like how do groups of human beings like all these fixed ideas we have? I feel like it revolutionizes them and helps us reorganize our thinking.
Wonderful, thank you. I just want to mention here, it's a little bit of a misnomer to think about queering the future when it's already so queer, actually. I don't know if you know about this, but there are over 1,500 species of animals that same-sex pair bonding or sexual behavior has been observed in, and 95% of the plants and flowers produce in ways that are other than male-female reproduction. Queerness is a spectrum, and that being said, we're all on the spectrum somewhere, so it's already a pretty queer world. The way I think about it is, how do we become aware and become conscious and feel it and activate it in our lives? Just like our connection with numinous Earth. The Earth is already numinous. How do we connect with it? How do we feel that connection? And then how do we allow that connection to manifest in our lives? Maybe that's another way to think about it. And maybe on that note, we'll just wrap up today. And the last thing I want to say is, if there is something that came up for you today about how you fit into the calling for a queer earth, for a queer world, maybe you can have a sense of that. Maybe you have a sense, when we're doing the connection with the earth, that you are actually part of the connection of earth to the world. You're a place of connectivity. In a way, you're like a node, or maybe, if it's okay to say, like an agent of the earth. And that being said, it might be really beneficial for us all, yourself and the earth and the rest of us, to be curious about what role you might play in queering the future, and whether Earth has a role for you. I suspect she does, for all of us. And so you might consider that, and if there's something that you got today that maybe it was just a feeling, or maybe it was a word, queer intelligence, right? That you can take with you into the rest of today, into the week. Maybe you can do some writing about it, or some thinking about it, or dreaming about it. Folks at home can do some writing about it. I think that would be a way that we can carry this forward today, so that this isn't just another exercise that we just did. It's actually a point of contact with the earth and opening up to a numinous queer future that we can all be part of, that we are all part of. All right. Thank you so much. It's been my pleasure. Thank you.